What is up, Prince Squad? I am back with another video. I'm live for y'all. So I'm just trying to see what y'all up to today. Man, I hear cows outside. That's how you know you in the country. When you hear a truck of cows outside. What is up, LEA? How you doing? What's up, Gina Gill? How you doing? Man, I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's a truck with cows on it outside. That just tell y'all how deep I am in the country, and I can hear the cows mooing and stuff. You where are you located at, Gina? And I'm sorry, I know you probably told me 100 times. You're not in Florida, are you? I don't know if y'all could hear that. Scooby-Doo said, I hear the cows too. Y'all could hear them. That's funny. I'm like right by the highway, so pretty much any vehicle that comes through. Okay, you said Cypress, Texas. Yeah, I'm thinking it's not gonna come. Well, it's the way they were saying on the news last time I watched. They said that it wasn't coming this way, but you never can tell. Hopefully, we don't need another one. What's up, Willie Mitchell? You can hear the cows. See that? I always tell y'all I'm in a small town. For the people who don't believe me or whatever. That prove it. Who else have a truck of cows coming through they city? My day is going pretty good. I haven't did too much today. I didn't go to church today. I was lazy. My son had a football game yesterday, and the score was tied. So you know, they didn't lose, but they didn't win either. Just not too much today. Just editing some videos this morning. All right, check to check life. Check to check life. Yeah. You from Houston too? We got 2 H-Town people up in here. Or H-Town area. Cypress, Texas. And Houston. Let me see. So, any of y'all working on any spirit shirts or anything? 3252 GWD. You say you in Florida. Why you didn't evacuate? Is it a reason why, or are you just like a thrill seeker and you kind of wanted to be there for the storm? Luke, I use 20 by 24 screens. What's up, Ends? And I still haven't got with you on these screens that I need to have remeshed, but I'm gonna get with you. All right, Scoob. Yeah, I shipped it out Friday, so hopefully everything will be on schedule for you, and it'll be in tomorrow, hopefully. Okay, you said your area did not have to. Okay. Well, you be safe down there. Prince and Moore said, I got tigers also. Have y'all been doing spirit shirts for any of the local schools? Yeah, that's picking up pretty good. I got a couple of things coming up for homecoming. I'm probably going to be printing some towels for homecoming. I might print some towels before then. But I'm I know for sure I'm going to be printing some towels for homecoming. So I try to do them ahead of time so I can let you guys check them out and get the video posted for y'all. Jason said building platens and printing tote bags. Man, Jason, you be on it. You do so much stuff, so many different things. Luke Cervantes said, what program do I use for vinyl? Well, I pretty much design everything in Photoshop, and once I have it designed in Photoshop, I move it over to Cut Studio, and that's the program that came with my rolling cutter. So I like to design it in Photoshop. My bad, in Photoshop, and then I like to bring it over to Cut Studio, but you can just design it in Cut Studio. But I mean, I just think it's easier if you go ahead and create the design and have it as one thing in there. Jason, it's a question for you. How much to remesh 110? Gina Gill says, I got A. What that mean? Unless you might have been talking to somebody else. Brad Lampkin said, can I show a sample of Spirit shirts? Kids, can y'all bring me one of those shirts? Or one of y'all, if y'all have on a Spirit shirt, come around here for just a minute. I got something coming in just a minute.
The newest one you made?
I don't care. Whatever you bring. Just somebody said, can I show them a sample of a Spirit shirt? Well, this is really not a Spirit shirt. This is the shirts that I did for the football team. A Spirit shirt. You know, on my... You can grab any Spirit shirt that's over there. That's the only thing that is not a Spirit shirt that has a team name on it. He's grabbing something. Right here. This is a Spirit shirt that I did last year. And I do have some videos showing some, I have some videos showing some of the Spirit shirts that I have done in the past. I have a few videos on here of that. I use Photoshop for pretty much all of my designs. Jessica says she's working on pink out shirts. Yeah, I'm about to have to get on that myself. Scoob says she used Corel Draw. Gina Gill says, what vinyl do you recommend for dark shirts? Pretty much any vinyl should work for dark shirts. If you're doing polyester shirts, you'll have, you know, if it's 100% polyester, you have to make sure that the vinyl that you're using is gonna work on the polyester. But pretty much any vinyl for dark shirts, I always recommend, like, if you got a black shirt, I wouldn't put purple on a black shirt or something like that. You know, you want to put the lighter colors, but other than that, pretty much any vinyl, if it'll work on the light shirt of that same material, it'll work on the dark ones also. Prince and Moore says totes have been good for me this year. Brad Lampkin said, what's your price point for towels? I do them for $5, and I use the what are they called? The rally towels, and they like a few cents, and I usually sell them for $5. But depending on what type of towels you get, and you can sell them for different prices, just kind of depending on what works for you. But the time I did towels once, and as soon as I did them and I posted them on my page, well, on my group page on Facebook, I had people calling and texting and coming through, and within like 20 or 30 minutes at the most, they were all sold out, and I had to order some more. And I had even went around to all the stores locally and got all the towels that I could use and printed on them and sold them out just like that too. I mean, they really like the towels, and they probably around here, you know, it's not anybody else that I know of that offer the towels. So, you know, when you got something different like that, they're gonna want it. And then we had a good football. Well, the football team is still pretty decent, but you know, when you got a good whatever sports team, you can go with that and print pretty much anything you put their team on. Like if you got a good football team or basketball or baseball or whatever, the people are gonna want pretty much whatever you print. Jason N says, can Illustrator be used for vinyl cutters? Yes, Jason. Roland Cut Studio actually has a plug-in where you can design straight from Illustrator, and you can cut it out in Illustrator. Since I don't really use Illustrator, I haven't done that, but I know that you can do it. Do I have a coupon code for Bella Canvas that we can use? No, I don't have one. They didn't give me one. All they did was send the shirts that I reviewed and asked me if I would review them and do a video and let them know when I posted the video. And I actually did 2 videos. I was supposed to do another video, but they, you know, I never did do the next video or whatever. Well, I didn't have to do the next video, but I had planned to do a video printing on those shirts, but I hadn't did it. But I am getting ready to order some water-based inks. I'll probably order them today so that they can be in this week, because I want to use water-based inks on the towels. So once I do that, I'll probably print on the shirt then, because I just felt like because those shirts were so soft that it would be better with the water-based ink. And since I didn't have any water-based ink, because the majority of my stuff is plastisol ink and a few heat transfer vinyl, so you know, I didn't want to print on there with the plastisol ink. But I'll probably be working on that video soon once I get the water-based inks in. Jason, I'm sorry, Ends, since I said I was going to start calling him J Ends, he said, what is a pink out shirt? It's for the breast cancer awareness. They usually do that for the football, basketball, and other sports do it too. But I know I'll be making some for football. Gina Gill says, sorry, you meant transfer paper. I'm not sure what the question was. Let me try to go back and see. Oh, what do I recommend for dark shirts? I'm trying to think of the name of it. Well, I use Laser 1 opaque because I use the laser printer, but they have the 3G opaque. All of these papers, that's by Nina, and that's Nenah, I believe is the correct spelling of it. But they have like the 3G opaque. They have what is another one? If some of y'all that use that transfer, okay, somebody put that down. 3G opaque. It's a couple of them that Nina makes. Lou Richard said, what did I put on the rally towels? I haven't printed them yet, but I have. Let me see if I can, and I probably don't have it. Last year when I did the rally towels, you know, I'm in Louisiana, and we, like with the Saints, they do that who dat. It said who dat, talking about beating them Tigers, and it had like a fleur de lis in the middle of it. So I'll have to kind of show you that design later. But it was just a little simple design, and it just said who dat, talking about beating those Tigers. When I do that other video, I'll try to show y'all some pictures. When I get the ink in and do the other, do the towels for this year, I'll show y'all the pictures of it in that video, cause I can't really. It's on my Facebook group page, but I don't have a picture cause that's been a while back. Sheila said, hello all, thanks for all your prayers for my nephew's funeral. And you're welcome, Gina, and I hope everybody's doing better. And you're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you for ordering a shirt. I'm gonna check and see. I may have a few towels in that I can kind of show you. Actually, I have one hanging up here, and I just kind of print the design I had for that week on there, so it, you know, just to kind of show that I could do that. But I'll show you in a little bit. Scooby-Doo says, I embroidered some towels for a pastor in my area. Um, 352 GWD said, I'm new to your site and I'm interested in learning how to screen print. Where would I start as far as learning how to set up everything? Do you have any tutorials? Yes, I actually have a playlist called How to Screen Print from start to finish, I believe is what it's called. But if you check my playlist, I don't have that many playlists right now. So if you go on there and check out the How to Screen Print step by step, then that should be helpful to you. And if you need any more questions answered, just leave a message below those videos or contact me at TshirtChick TV on Instagram, and that's usually the quickest way to get me to respond back, because I don't check my email a lot unless I know it's something coming through. Abu Jabril says, I'm still finding it hard to size up my logos. Can you help in any way, please? What type of logos are you talking about? Like, are you talking about like the pocket logos that go on the front, or just the full designs? Or if you're talking about the pocket logos that go on the front, I try to base them on being about 4 by 4 at the largest. You know, you don't want them, I mean, unless you want a really big design, you know, I kind of base it on being like no bigger than about 4 inches by 4 inches. And the designs, as far as your equipment, like how big you're able to print, and the biggest size, well, the smallest size that you have, like the way that I do my designs when I'm printing them on a shirt. If I have like youth size shirts and I might have like an adult 5X shirt, the biggest, unless they want to pay extra for screens, now if I'm doing it in vinyl, I'll size it up, you know, depending on the shirt individually. But if I'm doing screen printing, then the biggest size I can get on your smallest youth shirt, that same thing is going to go on the size 5X shirt. And the reason that, you know, that I do that is because, you know, it's extra if you want extra screens. Like if they get a front and a back print, that's 2 screens you're having to use. Or if they getting 2 colors on the front and 1 color on the back, that's 3 screens. So if you got different screens for different size shirts, you know, depending on all the sizes you do, you'll at least end up with 2 sets of screens. So if, say, you need 3 screens to do this order, you're gonna have 6 screens. So, you know, in order to cut down on the screens, unless they are paying for the extra screens. And hopefully that helped. How you doing, being true to me? What's up, Blessed Tees? CJ's Place, what's up? Let me see. Brad Lampkin says, what shirts do you use and recommend? With that question, it kind of depends on you and your customers. Now, when I have customers that come in here, most of them prefer the Gildan shirt. So I usually get the Gildan 5000 100% cotton shirts, unless they request like the 50/50 Gildan shirts or a different brand or whatever. Because I don't actually have a clothing line, but for a clothing line, I really like those Bella Canvas shirts, and there may be other brands out there, but for my customers, because most of them, when they come in to order shirts, they are wanting whatever, you know, the cheapest or whatever. you know, I may have some customers that come in that want specific shirts, but it's not as many as the ones that just want the gilding. But you know, so I guess for basic shirts I would recommend the gilding, but I guess I could recommend Bella Canvas, or you know, one of the other brands that I'm trying to think of a name of another brand. I can't even think right now. But Bella Canvas would be a good one to start a clothing line. And I had another person on here that was like, they watched my Bella Canvas review video, and they was like, they ordered some and they had the same reaction that I had. I mean, those are really some nice shirts. How you doing, Mike Lawson? What up, Brad Lampkin? Okay, Brad Lampkin also listed a few of the transfer papers, Nina Laser Dark and the 3G Opaque. What's up, Terrence? Scooby-Doo says, I like Port and Company shirts for screen printing. What's up, Jan's Experience? How you doing? You welcome. 350 GWD. And I had an issue with ants a while back. Brad Lampkin said, I did some small towels with dye sublimation. Are y'all on the internet?
I'm not.
Well, if you on there, get off, because this thing is trying to slow down. And make sure I'm not on there myself. Terrence Cruz said, how do you feel about putting neck labels on the t-shirt screen print? Or have you done it? I'm sorry, I can't read today. How do you feel about putting neck labels on the t-shirt screen print? Or have you done it using vinyl? I think is what he was saying. I have never done it. And I guess one of the reasons I haven't really done it is because I don't really have a clothing line. I mean, you can still do it without having a clothing line, but I just have never done it. If anybody on here has done that, if y'all put your own neck labels, comment below. And Jason N says vinyl might be too thick for neck labels. Swifty Spade says, I use Next Level Apparel. Blessed Tees said Gildan 5,000 or 2,000. And Scooby-Doo says Stalls has some vinyl called Premium Plus that has a very soft hand, Jason. Are y'all not able to see me? I don't know what's going. Okay, it's back now. It's back green. No, the cows didn't get me, Scooby. I don't know what's going on with the internet. Just having a few issues, I guess. Let me see. Okay, I don't know what was going on with the internet. Don't know. Yeah, I guess it was, I don't know what was going on. It kind of goes in and out for some reason. Maybe I need to complain about that, and maybe they'll get it fixed. I was up last night and today trying to get videos edited for this week. I'm going to try my best to get a video out for every day this week. Brad Lampkin said, have I ever tried sublimating the towels? No, I don't offer sublimation right now. That's something I'm looking into getting into. I'm supposed to be trying to change my HP T120 printer over to a sublimation printer. But I don't know. I was trying to do it this month, but I went ahead and bought this camera that I had been wanting for a long time, and it's nice. I've been filming with it. I have filmed a few videos with it, so I think y'all will really notice a difference in quality. But I will soon as I get a chance, go ahead and convert that printer over, because I got to replace the print heads, and I got to get the continuous ink system going in it. But yeah, sublimating the tiles, it does work. Terrence Cruz said, will you use speedball ink for small jobs, like for kids' shirts, poor little labels? Actually, that's the kind of ink that I'm ordering to do these tiles, is the speedball ink. I have used the speedball ink before in the past. Like when I first started printing, I was doing water-based printing, and I didn't have any issues with the speedball ink. So that's what I'm buying, just so that I can get a number of colors, you know, but at once or whatever. But that's what I will be using, is the speedball ink. Let me see. All right, Brad, I'll keep that in mind, the help with the sublimation printing, because I know I probably will need some help, and I'll be the one on here asking questions. Keith Ritchie said, I'm looking to start selling custom t-shirts. How long did it take you to turn a profit and make a decent living? I opened this shop. Well, I got this shop, and I keep saying I'm gonna do a story time on this. I'm gonna have to go ahead and break down and do it. Maybe I can do it this week. But when I first got this shop, I had a job. I was an apartment manager, and before I got the apartment manager job, I was a teacher. And after I kind of ended up leaving the teaching job, I actually didn't work for a while. I was just kind of working for myself, because I mean I always been a hustler, you know, not like illegal drugs or nothing like that, but like I play basketball. When I used to go to the park and play ball, I would bring Gatorade and water and sell them. Like in between games, I would sell them and make money. I mean, I have always just been that type of person. When I first moved back home, I was living in Mississippi, because that's where I went to school at. And when I moved back home, I was living with my mom. And when I got out of the apartment, got out of her house, and I got an apartment first, and I was like selling candy and stuff like that, and slushies. And I mean, I just have always been a hustler. So even when I have just had jobs, I have always kind of did things on the side. But after I ended up basically getting fired from the manager job for no reason, the apartment manager job, I ended up go ahead and coming to my shop, which I already had the shop. I just never had time to come to the shop, because that was a 9-to-5 job, and it was a very stressful job and kind of demanding. And as soon as I opened the shop, I was doing pretty good. I mean, I can't tell you the exact time that it would take. And it depends on, you know, I guess your cost. Like if I didn't have this shop, I could make more money. Or if I own this shop, I could make more money. But I have to make $300 to pay this rent each month before I ever make a profit. Well, the $300 plus the internet, the water, and the lights, you know. So I have all that I have to pay before I actually make a profit. So, you know, it kind of depends on if you're working out of your home, or you know, how you doing everything. Brad Lampkin said, what size is the printer that I'm converting? It's a 24-inch printer. So I can't really answer that question, because it's kind of different, and depending on your area and the competition and stuff like that. But I just kind of was blessed to be able to, you know, to start off doing pretty good, you know, making a profit pretty much when I started off. And then I guess around probably 2012 is when I was really making a whole lot of money, because I was printing the football, you know, I had started doing the football shirts. And I mean, I just had so many people in and out of here. Let me see. Terrence said, T-shirt chick the gangster. No, I'm not gangster. I'm far from gangster. But you know what? I did grow up in a bad neighborhood. Like, the neighborhood, my mom actually lives there now, and it's actually a good neighborhood now. But when I grew up, I mean, it was like drug dealers all over there. I remember one time, it was a school night. Well, school was the next morning. I can't remember if it was the weekend or not. But some guy actually got shot and killed, like right in front of our house. And he was driving, and he like ran into a tree. And I mean, it was all in the newspaper and everything like that. But like, none of those people ever bothered us, you know. And I had my mom live on one side, and my grandmother lived down from her. And to get to my grandmother's, it was this, they used to call it Brick City. You know how when they lay the cement down for the foundation of a house, all it was is that foundation. And that's where they used to stand at and, you know, and sell their drugs or do whatever. And I lived right there, and I used to have to walk through there to get to my grandmother's house, and through there to get back to my mom's house. I remember one night, you could hear somebody outside like they was fighting or something. Like it was, I guess some guys had got into it, and a guy was beating up somebody, and then he knocked on our back door, and my mama answered, was like, who is it or whatever. And he was like, can we turn the light on? Because he had lost something back there. So I guess he had either lost some money or some drugs or something back there. But you know, we never had anybody breaking our house or nothing like that happen. But I mean, we did live in a bad neighborhood. Yeah, LEA, $300. Like even here, $300 is kind of unheard of. Like this is like the cheapest place, and as y'all see, it's like a small tin building. I mean, it's not that big, and I'm kind of cramped in here, but I mean, it does what I need it to do. So that's kind of why I'm here until I can get my own property and get my own building on there, or you know, whatever I have to do. But that's still kind of a work in progress. But that this is the cheapest. That I mean, when I found this spot, that's why I didn't let it go. Even when I didn't have time to be over here, I had another job that was taking up all my time. That's why I kept this building, because I'm like, $300, you're not gonna find that. Let me see. Blessed Seed says they knew you, so you was good. Yep, that's probably it. And then they probably knew my uncles, because I had a uncle that they knew not to mess with, because he was pretty bad. They knew not to mess with him. He passed a few years ago, but I mean, if anybody bothered you, he was gonna take care of it. He didn't care who it was, what he had to do. And I also have an uncle that is a ninja, that he was in the military. I can't remember the job that he had, but it's basically where it's like the special operations, I believe is what it is. But that's what he did. But he is basically a ninja, and you know, a lot of people, I could go somewhere anywhere and nobody would never mess with me because of those two uncles that I had. Terrence Cruz said, if you have a team, you could accomplish a lot. some of my friends have a clothing line. 1738. They do a clothing line for the Remy boys, and they have one called Smith and Graham. Oh, let me grab this towel for you, Blessed Tees. Going back a little, what the rally towel styles. I'm gonna grab that right quick, Scooby Doo. Okay, that wasn't for me. Yeah, he was a ninja, like basically, and really, this is kind of embarrassing, but my uncle used to beat up the police. Like, he used to drink, and he had been to a few wars. Oh, thank you, son. Look, my son was listening to me, and he brought a rally towel. Like, this is not the design that I sold. This is actually a design I did because it was the week that I was printing this, so people could just kind of see that was something that I offered. But this is the rally towel, and they come in different colors, but they just have the little fuzz on the end of them. And the brand of this towel, this is Towels Plus by Anvil. I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah, most of the towels are only a few cents, like maybe $1 and something. You know, they're pretty cheap. So even if they was $2 and you selling them for $5, you know, you making a pretty good profit. Let me see. But yeah, this is basically the rally towel, and they have different ones. I was gonna check behind my counter because I might have some different colors, but they come in a few different colors, like gold, purple, red, black, and maybe green and blue, possibly. I can't remember, but they do offer them in a few different colors. And I'm telling you, when I this is not the design that I was printing, but when I printed those towels, they did not last long. So, you know, you could probably order a few and do a trial run. And LEA says inks or vinyl for the towels. That would be a good idea to print some towels for when I play basketball at the park. Yeah, this right here is actually plastisol ink, but a lot of the people that buy the towels are not going to actually use the towels to like wipe their face or anything. They kind of just want them for souvenirs and stuff like that. But this is plastisol ink, and it's kind of rough to your hand, so you wouldn't want to print this on the towels. If you plan on like wiping your face with them and stuff like that, you would want like a water-based ink or sublimation. But yeah, I mean, these towels sold out quick, but this time I want to do them in water-based so that they'll be better quality. I kind of was just experimenting when I did that, and I posted it, and man, they was gone quick. Scooby-Doo says, I'm from Compton, California. I think we all have that family member. Yep, he used to beat the police up. It's crazy. And I mean, he was pretty bad. Like, people would be talking about these fights, how he done whooped several police. You know, he couldn't do that nowadays. This was like back in the day when I was growing up. But he couldn't do that now because they would probably shoot him real quick. Especially since they've been getting off on a lot of things that I feel like some of the things maybe shouldn't have been. No, these are Anvil towels, but the name of this one, I guess, is Towels Plus, and it's 100% cotton towel. So this one you wouldn't be able to sublimate unless you have that special sublimation paper, but this one is 100% cotton towel. But they're the brand Anvil. Really, I probably have ordered different brands like that, but they're basically just rally towels. If you type in rally towels, something similar to that will pop up. And I just go with the best price. You're welcome. You said you can heat press them. You cannot put, I mean, if you put vinyl on there, I wouldn't recommend putting vinyl on there because vinyl is kind of thicker, and like even with this plastisol ink, I mean, I wouldn't just recommend putting the plastisol ink on there. If you can do water based or sublimation, either of those would be better than doing the vinyl. I mean, you could do it with that, but I don't think it would come out that good. And then like with the texture of the towel, you want whatever it is to be in the fabric, and the vinyl is going to be stuck to the fabric, but it's going to kind of be sitting on top of it. But like if you're using ink, it's actually painting the fabric, you know, and being absorbed into the fabric. Brad said the towels I sublimated came out great, really soft to the hand, and the inks became part of the towel. Yep, that's what you wanted to do. What's up, Karma Rose? We still up in here? Yeah, you need 100% polyester to sublimate. That's what Scoob said. Lea, what is sublimation? Can somebody break it down and explain what sublimation is? It is, I can't explain 100% what it is, but I can kind of, I guess, give you an idea. It's a way that, well, it's a different type of ink that you can only print onto polyester, and you can also print it on like mouse pads, phone cases, mugs, plaques and stuff like that. You can print it on a lot of different materials, but it has to be, whatever you're printing it on has to be treated with a certain thing, so that, and I'm not exactly sure what it has to be treated with, but you know, you can't just go buy a mug from Walmart and come back and sublimate it. It's got to be certain types of mugs, and it's got to be 100% polyester clothing or whatever. My hair is looking wild. I need to take it down and redo it. I'm gonna try to get that done this week. But yeah, that's basically what it is. And you use a sublimation printer. You know, it's not, you can't just it's sublimation transfer paper that you would print it out on, and it's also sublimation ink. So hopefully that kind of helped you out a little bit. Keith Ritchie says, so what made you get into making t-shirts from being a teacher? Okay, I was a teacher when I first moved back. Cause when I actually went to school, I majored in exercise science. I was actually a recreation therapist when I lived in Mississippi, and that was like the perfect job. I really liked that job. I didn't want to have to move back, but situations with my son's dad, my ex-husband, basically, you know, we kind of split up. We was like off and on, and he's the father of both of my kids, but at that time, you know, we was on bad terms, and I was having to pay everything myself. You know, we wasn't together, and I had just got a new vehicle, and I mean, it was just a lot, and I couldn't afford to stay up there any longer. I was like struggling and trying to stay up there, so I ended up having to move back home, you know, because I was having to pay everything by myself. I was paying my car note, rent, all the bills, child care, and all of that. So I ended up moving back home, and when I moved back home, the first job that I got was as a teacher, and I actually started off subbing, you know, just so that I could have something to do. And then at the end of that year, they hired me to teach. And I was teaching at the alternative school, you know, the school where they sent all the kids from the parish, or, well, we have parishes in Louisiana, from the county that get in trouble at all the other schools. They sent them to the school that I was working at, which that wasn't a problem. And I actually kind of like that. But this area that I'm in, you know, it's like, I'm in Louisiana, you know, racism is still going on here in Louisiana in a lot of places, and like, I'm not a person that can just sit there, even if it's not my kid. I can't just sit there and watch a kid be mistreated or a kid be sent to my school, you know. I mean, it was just a whole bunch of issues with that where I didn't like some of the stuff that was going on. And So I kind of, I didn't get certified, but then that wasn't what I wanted to do, because I could have got certified. I just was like, I don't think this is going to be something I'm going to want to do long term. All right, let me see. Scooby-Doo says sublimation, the ink transforms into a gas and is heat applied. Yeah, I left all that out, huh? Thanks, Scoob. And Sheila I can't never pronounce that. Kufi said, what program do you use for it? I am not sure if she's talking about the sublimation or not. Oh, and Keith Ritchie said a polymer coating. Whatever you sublimate has to have a polymer coating on it. Let me see. Oh, she said Photoshop, Sheila. So that was for someone else to answer. Scoob answered that one. Thanks, Scoob. Let me see. All right. Jason said, where did I grow up? I grew up right here in Manny, Louisiana. I'm a Louisiana girl. Let me see. Brad said you can try sublimation for less than $800, all included. Yeah, since I already have the printer, since I'm not really doing anything with that printer, I had thought about using that printer to print my films and stuff out, but because the ink is so it's small ink containers, and it'll be convenient because it's a wireless printer. But I just said since I want to try sublimation, I'm gonna try to do that, because this printer that I have up here, I haven't really had any issues with it, but it is an older printer, and that was why I was thinking maybe I should start using that one to print the film out. But then I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna be printing nothing that's 24 inches wide. But if I turn that 24-inch printer, because it can print on the rolls of paper, if I turn that 24-inch printer into a sublimation printer, I don't know, I normally eventually have to get a bigger press, but I was thinking it's some other things that I could do with it, as far as printing big things on sublimation, because I know I could print like big size photos and stuff like that. But I don't know, I just said I want to turn that printer into a sublimation printer. Let me see. Okay, so it's Kufi. Is that right? Kufi? Kufi. It kind of sounds like a Louisiana name, Sheila. Like a South Louisiana name. Yes, we do. Bridget Gaynor said we need prayers in Florida. All right, Brad, I'm about an hour from you. Brad Lampkin said he's from Shreveport. Where are you located now, Brad? I'm gonna have to. All right, Bridget, I'll make sure to pray for you when I get off of here too. I just wrote it down. And 352 GWD says, Bridget, no fear but faith. I think it's like Kufi. I don't know, my eyes itching today. You're welcome, Bridget. I got a question. Maybe some of y'all can answer. I found a guy on here. Well, I actually saw the video on YouTube, and he sells sublimation. Well, not sublimation ink, but he sells the CIIS continuous ink system. CISS, my bad. But he's selling with his regular ink. I'm looking for a continuous ink system for the HP T120. If anybody knows a place I may be able to find one, I said I'm gonna have to go ahead and contact that guy and see if I can, because he sells his with the ink already in it, but I just want an empty one. So it's coffee. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pronounce it like it's French. You know, I'm from Louisiana. We pronounce things different down here. That's just like the town that I live in is M-A-N-Y. Everybody else pronounce it Manny, but here we are calling it Manny. So we kind of throw it off and different down here. Let me plug in my laptop. I don't want it to die. Coffee, okay. Like put some handcuffs on them or something, huh? And I'm sorry about this internet. I don't know what's going on with it. It is just like it's saying that the stream health is low. I'm gonna have to start coming up with a topic for us to talk about in here. It's the HP T120. I'll type it in right here, Scoop. HP T120. Yeah, I found that one guy, but I don't know, I kind of didn't want to call him and say, hey, can you dump your ink out and just ship it to me empty? He said Cobra Ink. Prince and More said Cobra Ink. I didn't try that out. I'll try it though. $352 GWD says, I have that. I love it. You talking about that printer? You talking about the T120 printer? I think I might try, next time I live stream, I'm going to try doing the Google Hangouts and see if that's any better, because I don't know what the deal is with this YouTube thing. I don't know. Eventually, I want to be able to use my own cameras to do my live streams, because the quality of my laptop, well, I don't really like mine. It just uses up too much ink. I don't really even use it. But then when I'm ready to use it, the ink is used up quickly. All right, Prince and more. Thank you. I'm gonna try that out. Check that out when I get off, and see if I can find some. And it is 4:25, and I don't know what's going on with this internet. So I guess if y'all have any more questions, y'all can go ahead and ask them. But I'm gonna probably try to get on off of here at 4:30, especially since this internet is having issues. I don't know what's going on with it. So I got about 4 more minutes. Being true to me says, does it matter if mesh for your screens are dyed? Does dyed mesh give more detail? You know what? I used to know the answer to that, but I have forgot. But usually the higher mesh are the ones that's dyed. Like when you get up to like 230 mesh and above, they're usually the one that's dyed yellow. Maybe Jason can answer that, cause he the screen remeshing guy we got on here. All right, Prince and more. I'm gonna check it out. I'll look them up, Google them when I get off of here. All right, Scoob. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll be looking out for it today so that I can get it, because I have so much junk going through my my email, so I have to look out for it. Jason said you use flash print for white underbase or just one hit. It depends. Like if white is gonna be in the image, that if it's gonna be in the design, then I would double hit it or whatever. I would print flash print. I can't even talk. Print flash print so that the white will show up bright. But if the design is not gonna have the white showing through, then I would just do one. Yes, that's the one I'm wanting to convert into a sublimation printer, 352 GWD. Okay, Jason got the answer for the yellow mesh. He said yellow and orange mesh deflect light, and white lets it in, or kinda lets it in. What's up, Janeska Cruz? You put print squat on there. We print squad with the D. You welcome, Keith. Let me show you. We print squad right here. We the squad. So Jason, which is better, the yellow or the white mesh? That's being true to me. Asked that. All right, Janeska Cruz, that's awesome. I just sold my first 10 t-shirts and stickers. I'm so happy. Thanks for your help. You welcome. I appreciate you watching. No, you good. You good. What's up, Young Sparrow? I can understand what you said. Look, I can't speak nothing but English. I know a few words in Spanish, so if you can, I can understand everything you said on there. So with you even being able to type something up and understand the answer to it, I think that's awesome. I need to work on learning a different language myself. All right, Scoob, I'm gonna check it as soon as I get off, because I only got one screen hooked up to my computer right now, so I don't want to. I don't know, my other screen is on the other side, but I wanted to do my video back here. And y'all, I don't know if y'all know, I was telling y'all about Scooby-Doo said I speak English and still mess up. I do too. Okay, Janeska says I speak Spanish, but I understand. Yeah, I wish I could speak Spanish. I took Spanish in high school, and I learned a few words, and I can understand a little bit if you talk slowly, but you know, I would love to learn Spanish. On my press, I know I had told y'all before that I had this I had a issue with one of my print heads. So I guess after being frustrated dealing with it and needing it, as y'all see right now, all of my print heads are taken up, and I'm able to print on all of them because I took the press apart. I took that print head apart like last week sometime, or it might have been a couple of weeks ago, and I finally redid it and fixed it, so now it holds registration and everything. So I was happy about that. So I got that back working, so I'm back up to doing 6 colors, or using 6 different slots on my press or whatever. All right, 352 GWD, you're welcome. And we'll put in a prayer after I get off this live stream. I will say a prayer for you, and I wrote the name down on here for you and Bridget as soon as I get off of here. Let me see. Thanks, Scoob. Scoob said, "Good job saying you are a woman, and we heard you roar." Let me see. All right, if anybody else has any questions, I'll try to answer them for you, but if not, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to end. I gotta get back so that I can edit. I'm trying to do a video for every day this week. I got so many videos filmed. So far I have tomorrow's video ready, and it'll be uploading I think at 6 a.m. my time, or maybe 7 a.m. I think it's 6 a.m. my time, but I had started working on the next video, and I mean, I just got so many videos filmed. I'm gonna try to go ahead and get a video out every day this week, and depending on how busy I am, I'm gonna do my best to edit and, you know, get at least 2 or 3 more videos done before I go to bed tonight. So if y'all have any video requests, y'all can also tell me those now, but I do have some requests that people have made that I'm working on too. All right, Scoob, I'm gonna make sure I check my email after I get off of here too. But anybody have any more questions? If not, I'm gonna go ahead and end. All right, Jason, let us know about those 110s in yellow. Let me know how that works. Janeska Cruz says, I just bought a laser printer for $20 brand new. The guy didn't know how to use it and bought a heat press for $50 and had to mix wire and fix it. It's a 16 by 20 and everything is working like new. That's good. Yeah, it's awesome when you can get a good deal like that. You're welcome, Bridget. All right, anybody else have any more questions or comments or requests? If not, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here, and I'll be posting as many videos as I can this week, and I will and also I'm getting ready to start offering some different colors of ink on to the Print Squad t-shirts, so y'all be sure to check those out this week. I should have them up no later than Wednesday. So if y'all would like to get a Print Squad shirt, they are still available at TshirtChickTV.com. And if I don't have the colors y'all want, if y'all let me know that too, I can try to offer the colors that you want. But I am gonna be kind of taking down some of the colorways that I have and doing some different colorways. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And if you are new to TshirtChick TV, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And y'all make sure before y'all get off of here, hit a like. It's right now it's 13 people in here, so I should have at least 13 likes since y'all have stuck around this long, huh? Y'all gonna hit the like button for me. If y'all haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you are interested in repping the Print Squad, you can go ahead and get your t-shirt at www.TshirtChick.com. And I am about to get off of here. Scooby-Doo said, did you know that there is the T-shirt chick? I knew that T-shirt chick was taken up. That's why I had to do T-shirt chick TV, but I don't think they're really doing anything with it. Is the T-shirt chick doing anything? Is she is she doing anything with her stuff? Now, I do know it's a t-shirt lady on here, but I don't know if she even does anything with her stuff. You still on here, Scoop? I think she might have got off. All right, well, I'm about to go ahead and get off of here. Let me see. Okay, she has a site, but I didn't really look at it. Yeah, I know a lot of the names that I was wanting to use were taken up, so I kind of had to go with T-shirt Chick TV. All right, but I'm gonna get on off of here. Let me see. Okay, I got you. I got you. You must have been typing, and I was trying to rush you or something. My bad. All right, so if nobody else don't have any questions, I'm about to get off of here. I have a video coming out at 7 a.m. in the morning. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Go ahead and hit that like button so y'all can show me some love. And if you want to rep the Print Squad, I still have t-shirts available, and I will be adding some new colorways this week. And thank you guys for tuning in, and I enjoy hanging out with y'all. Squad out.